I burned my cousin's wedding dress, but she thanked me. My cousin Jess and I grew up like twins. Our moms are sisters, and we lived 3 houses apart on the same street. We had the same freckles, same laugh, and the same collection of band t-shirts that we swapped back and forth without asking. When we were 14, I got my first boyfriend, Kyle. Jess acted weird about it, but I thought she was just jealous. Then I found texts between them on my phone when Jess borrowed it during lunch. Kyle had been talking to her the whole time, saying I was practice until he could get with her. I didn't tell anyone. I just broke up with Kyle and stopped sharing my clothes with Jess. She kept asking what was wrong, and I kept saying nothing, but the truth was stuck in my throat like a chicken bone. High school got better when Jess moved across town. I made new friends, got my driver's license, and started working at the mall food court. I was saving up for community college, one pretzel at a time. Then came her wedding invitation in the mail. It had gold edges and a picture of Jess with her fiancé Trevor. Mom said I had to go because family is family, so I bought a dress from the clearance rack and showed up. The rehearsal dinner was at this fancy restaurant with candles that smelled like cinnamon. I sat at the cousin's table and pushed my salmon around my plate. Then I went to the bathroom and saw Jess crying in front of the mirror. "What's wrong?" I asked, even though I didn't really care. She wiped her eyes and said nothing, just like I used to. But then her phone lit up on the counter with a text I couldn't help seeing. "Delete these before Trevor finds them." When she left, I did something I'm not proud of. I picked up her phone. It wasn't locked. Jess always used our birthday as her password. The messages were from her bridesmaid Amber, and they showed screenshots of Trevor's dating profile. It was active yesterday. I put the phone down and left, but I couldn't sleep that night. I kept seeing Jess's red eyes in the bathroom mirror. The next morning, I drove to the venue early. I told the wedding planner I was there to help with flowers, and she let me into the bridal suite where the dress hung in the window like a ghost. I didn't plan to burn it. I just wanted to look at it. But then I found Jess's emergency cigarettes in her makeup bag, the ones she thought nobody knew about, and there was a lighter. The dress caught fire faster than I expected, just a tiny flame at first, by the hem where no one would notice. But then it spread up the side like it was hungry. I panicked and tried to put it out with a water bottle, but that just made black spots all over the lace. The fire alarm went off, and suddenly there were people everywhere. The planner, the photographer, Jess's mom, and Jess. She stood in the doorway in her sweatpants and t-shirt, staring at the dress with her mouth open. I waited for her to scream or cry or hit me. Instead, she started laughing. Everyone thought she was having a breakdown. Her mom tried to hug her, but Jess just kept laughing, tears streaming down her face. Later, when everyone left us alone, she pulled me into the hallway. "Did you see his messages?" she asked. I nodded, ashamed. "I was going to call it off this morning," she whispered. "But I was scared. My parents spent so much money. Everyone flew in. Then you," she gestured toward the room with the ruined dress. "You gave me an excuse." She hugged me and said, "Thank you." 3 months later, Trevor got engaged to Amber, the bridesmaid who sent the screenshots. They didn't invite Jess to their wedding. Last week, Jess and I went shopping for her new dress. She's marrying a guy who teaches kindergarten and grows his own tomatoes. When I tried on my bridesmaid dress, she took a picture of us together and made it her phone background. "Remember when you burned my wedding dress?" she said while we ate food court pretzels like when we were kids. "Yeah," I said. "You want me to burn this one too, just to be safe?" She snorted soda through her nose, and suddenly we were laughing so hard the mall security guard came over to check on us. Some things can't be fixed with fire, but sometimes what looks like destruction is really just clearing the way for something better to grow.